We're good.
All right, boys. Dickies on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dickies.
Oh my God.
Depression.
Not again.
Depression. Not again for the third time, man.
Yeah,
Why?
we were talking right before you jumped in, and Quili was like, "Oh man, we got like the Paris major, we got Lyon, we got London, we got Dallas. Oh wait, which Dallas? 22, 24, 26." I was like, tough.
I like how they were trying to be all like, cute. Oh, it's somewhere in Dallas. We all know where it's going.
Well, they said so, and I finally figured it out. Right, I was like doing some research, and so for people who are unaware, Shift posted, according to @LeClaire MEL, the Rocket League 2026 World Championship will take place in Dallas, Texas. And I did some digging. That guy was doing some promotional material for Vitality, and the last paragraph of this big long message that he posted is numerous prizes are up for grabs, and for the big winners, a meeting with the Vitality team champions and participation in the grand final of the World Championships in Dallas.
Man.
Maybe it doesn't say Fort Worth, so maybe it's like a different. Maybe it's in AT&T Stadium. Maybe that's why they're saving it. Maybe we somehow booked out all of AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, like it's like we're gonna somehow fill out AT&T Stadium. Right.
Let's say, let's
that
do
big
count.
scoreboard at the center at the 50-yard line would go hard though.
We're gonna play a game. AT&T Stadium. What is it? Capacity?
Yeah.
Capacity, and then we're gonna do Dickies, where you guys are gonna try and guess the difference in seats.
Oh God! From a hockey rink to an NFL stadium for the
holy shit.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be like,
Dickies is what, like 12?
I can't tell you. You got to guess a difference. You guys are battling against each other.
Give us Dickies' number so we guess the difference at least.
No, everyone's the whole fun.
Okay, hold on.
We don't know what AT&T
is. Red, are we competing or are we collaborating this?
I have the answer.
We can compete. We get the little prices right action.
Okay.
I just typed in capacity. I don't know if capacity is the same as seats.
No, that's what it is. It's like because there's standing room and everything. I'm good with capacity.
All right.
Yeah.
What is the difference? That's what you're looking for? That's the question you're looking for?
What's the difference?
I'm gonna go 65K. 65K.
If I'm prices right in this thing, I'm going 66K.
That was an insane guess from Keiki, but 64,000.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Wait. I lied.
Oh?
66,000.
Damn it!
Dickies has a capacity of 14,000, and AT&T has a capacity of 80,000.
Yeah, we're not filling that up in our dream.
We couldn't even fill Dickies.
You might fill out the clubhouse, maybe.
Maybe.
Lenovo Center is 18,000, and that was
large.
Oh, don't even bring up that. Don't even bring up that cursed.
They sold out.
Sold out of what?
They sold out, but like, how many people actually showed up?
Sold out of what? Half that stadium was empty. What'd they sell out of?
Scalpers.
They sold out of jerseys. Yeah, he sold out of those. What else?
Agganis Arena is 6,200.
That was peak size right there. Peak size.
Even there were still seats.
For a major, that's a good size though.
For being northeast in the middle of a goddamn blizzard.
Yeah, great idea. We're going from Boston in blizzard season to Dallas at the hottest time of the year. Perfect.
You know what? Let's just move to Arizona.
Yeah, let's get the dry heat. Really just start, just living it.
So, oh, jeez. I believe the Paris Major has sold out. Is that a correct assessment?
Oh, yeah.
I would assume.
I think that sold out like a while ago. That sold out like... They were like dwindling on tickets like 2-3 months after announcement, or after they went on sale.
So, here's my question. What is the capacity for the Paris La Défense Arena? and it has already sold out. It is sold out.
My guess is I want to say 25 to 30,000. So I'm gonna go.
I'm
28.
not sure if this helps, but the Paris La Défense Arena is Europe's largest indoor arena.
Indoor.
Like it's fully covered, like domed.
Okay, I was like,
I'm sticking to 28. Sticking
not
to
many
28.
domed arenas in Europe in general.
Nope. Most of
Like,
them
even,
have
like-
like open in the middle.
Yeah, open in the middle. If it's the largest, it's somewhat. I'm gonna go. Would you say
28.
28?
He's just pricing right now. So that's all he's doing. He's baiting. He's baiting. I should let him go first.
I'm gonna go. I'll go. Give me 25.
So it says features a modular capacity of up to 45,000 for concerts. However, that includes like people being able to go on the floor, which I imagine is not going to happen. So it says 30 to 32,000 for rugby matches. So I would imagine it's probably 30K.
Okay.
Pretty close.
I mean, hey, they
And that's sold out, bro. That place is gonna be nuts.
bump it.
Louder.
Maybe not for like Friday, but like Sunday.
No, it's gonna
Hey,
be
every
it's gonna
day.
be every day.
Well, they won't be there on
In a
Friday. It's
wa-
not open
in a
on Friday,
way.
is it?
I'm
Is
sure.
it open 3 days?
I think for Paris, I think it is.
Let me check.
They just said, "Give us some more money."
It'd be
I mean, it's an easy cash grab.
wait.
Yeah,
what?
playoffs are the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
I guess that's a part of the three people making out of groups.
Yeah,
Yerp.
but also it would be like printing money. Printing money if they didn't do it right. You'd miss out on so much money. I mean, they already have a customized like intro commercial in the main Rocket League broadcast.
Oh, I'm off that entire weekend too. Awesome, I could watch all the games.
Maybe we watch party.
Oh, you know what? You guys can watch party. I'm going to be on a cruise ship in Alaska.
Oh, that's a fun. Like Juneau, Ketchikan, Skagway.
Yeah,
That's
all over there,
that's a
man.
fun cruise. Very pretty.
Very scenic.
I'm excited. I'll be taking
Lots
my
of
new
rocks.
camera that I got to take.
Oh yeah, you got the new camera, big rock. Bring back all the rocks for KQ.
There's a lot of rocks there. There's some cool ones. But here we are. We're like 10 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten into it. So hello and welcome back to the Boost Over Ball podcast. Listeners new and old, hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Kyle, K-Cube in the top left. In the top right, we have Quili, and in the bottom, we have Red himself, fresh off a rematch podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Good. I've done a lot of yapping already, so
Fair.
on to more.
I mean, we've already talked about it in great detail, but we knew it was coming, but just hearing it and it being more confirmed just makes it depressing.
It's not fully confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed.
I did look at prices for flights. Not too bad. It was like $250.
So
that's not the worst.
New title idea. Dickies on 3, 1, 2, 3, sadness.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, depression.
1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. Sad card noises. 1, 2, 3. Monkey Moon cheers.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. The number of Monkey Moon World Championships.
Damn true.
That is crazy. But I will say, if that happens, we were so early on that.
Oh, we're incredibly early. But also, if it does happen, that means Mina gets their first World Championship, and it's not Falcons.
Which I think objectively is amazing.
Would be hilarious.
There's still a chance Falcons don't even make it.
They paid Drawley 400 fucking grand this year to play for him, and they don't even get a World Championship.
Yeah. That's
Can you imagine they somehow R8 makes top 2 at Paris?
They'll still. That means they would also have to lose an LCQ to like Team
And
Stallions.
that was the further on, and then after that they get eliminated. in LCQ.
And another and
They lose to like Team Stallions and LCQ, and you see Mina fans just go ballistic.
Just see in the middle of it, Clears just jumps over the desk at Drawley.
The twins just team up on Drawley.
But on today's show, we'll be wrapping up Open number 6. We now know all 16 teams that are heading to Paris. We'll recap SAM, APAC, and EU, giving our thoughts and analysis before talking about the massive update in the room. Easy Anti-Cheat is now in Rocket League. What this means, what has been said, what we think, and more, all before wrapping up with our weekly Quili question. Are you guys ready to jump right in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, I would say another week, another same old Sam, but not quite. Our teams making the top 8 through the upper bracket are Furia, Big Odes, MIBR, and BS Plus competition. And through our lower bracket, we have Notorious, Nova Drift, Dream Esports, and Papu Team. Moving into our top 4, we have BS Plus competition taking down Big Odes 4-2, and we have Furia losing in semifinals to MIBR 4-2 as well. And in the grand finals, BS Plus competition is able to take down MIBR 4-2. So KV1 gets his regional win, not with Secret, not with Furia, not with MIBR, but with BS Plus competition. Maybe BS Plus is a pretty substantial LCQ team, but this depends on their Sam's regional performance in Paris, because as of right now, OCE holds that spot. But with 2 teams and 3 teams making it out of each group, I like Sam's chances. But what do you guys think about what happened? What do you think about Furia? Are you buying or selling their stock?
Not to spoil it, but you're disrespecting top 6 world's performers wild card right now. They can still hold that up. They can still hold that up. But yeah, I will say, I do think I did say I predicted BS Plus competition to win last week.
I actually do
I
think you
feel
said
like
that, and we
I
laughed
feel
at
like
you.
I said that, and what a snipe!
Yeah.
What a snipe! And that is not just not the cherry on top for the
But
season.
I think we bullied you off of that, though.
Yeah, I did. I got bullied off of it, and I think I went to Furia or MIBR, one of them. I did initially say BS Plus competition, though. I had faith in the KV1.
And people say bullying doesn't work.
It didn't. It worked. It bullied me away from winning.
Exactly, because then now nobody won.
Now nobody wins.
Sucks. But no, I think them winning is the perfect cherry on top for how Sam's been this whole season. Literally one of the top 2 orgs in all of Sam left. So I feel like this has just been a season from hell for them, which is just unfortunate because, again, we talk about it every week. They were just such a prosperous and growing region. Like, we expected so much for them. It seems like Mina's doing everything they were supposed to do. They won a major. They now seem like they're...
They didn't win a major.
Mina? They won...
Mina. I'm sorry. I thought you said Sam. I was like, wait a minute.
As Mina's doing everything Sam was supposed to be doing at this point by winning a whole ass LAN. And did they fall off a little bit? Possibly, but that was their own fault. We'll talk about more Jolly stuff probably later. But we do have that this region's just completely in shambles. It's ran by the top 2. It doesn't seem like the other 2 are putting up much of a fight, but they're there. They're just like there with a water gun, just nagging behind. And it's just not enough. Furia and MIBR are just, it's just the bull. The bull's just unstoppable. There's something about him. He'll always be there.
Yeah, I feel like this last region was kind of it feels a little bit like either a bad sign for South America or a bit of a charity case almost. Like once Furia and MIBR locked in their regional, or locked in the Paris, locked in Worlds, it kind of maybe they just let off the gas, had a little too much fun. Who knows? But Quili kind of hit on it. The South America stock as a whole, I've been selling for a hot minute.
Yeah,
I don't think it's getting better. I'm a little concerned for them going into Paris, especially with how the groupings are currently looking. Not the greatest, but again, 3 out of the 4 teams per group make it, so you have a good chance. It will be interesting to see who gets that LCQ spot, because I think that will probably be the one of the most competitive things for this major is that last LCQ spot.
I would tend to agree. So, I don't want to steal a bunch of content from ourselves talking about groups because, we still got 2 weeks before we even need to do our major preview. But, this is a big result for Furia dropping in semis here, because that 4 points of getting into second place dropped them to second place overall to MIBR in the full rankings, not the Paris rankings. They were down by 4 because they were tied, and in now the full rankings, they're also down by 4. So I kind of think this is the first time Furia hasn't been first place in SAM since SAM was included as a region. Unless I'm mistaken.
I do not know.
That sounds right.
I mean, but I'm not gonna count like, after regional
like-
1, like they came in second place or whatever, and like, something like that, because it happened when someone's internet crashed out in regional 4 or regional 4 last season. But like heading into a LAN competition, I think this is the first time Furia has not been the 1 seed out of SAM since the region was included in RLCS.
Lexi never grabbed that 1 seed.
I don't think they ever were 1 seed. I think they were always 2.
Yeah, I was like, I'd have to go and look at previous results, but I don't think they've ever been the 1 seed for. Or they're not.
That's the only other major org I could think of that was down there.
Let's see, I'm just quickly scroll through here. No, so all of 2025 they were the 1 seed.
Oh man, it still says Team Secret.
Yeah.
Season X had True Neutral on top.
Holy True Neutral poll. Do we really count that though? Because that was also the COVID year. That's when stuff got really cursed.
Yeah, that was all.
Does anything count from the COVID year?
They canceled all of the LAN stuff.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, does literally anything count? That like, I don't know what happened that year. I wasn't around at Carball, but it seems like something we just don't talk about.
Yeah, not really. Everything got everything.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So it
Actually,
looks like...
no. 2022, 2023, Furia did not exist. Or didn't.
Oh, because it was Crew and Secret that year.
It was Ninjas in Pajamas, Crew, and Secret all went.
Okay, well, so they didn't get it 1 year because they weren't in the sport.
Yeah.
So, okay, sure. Every year they've been in the scene, though, they've been the 1 seed.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm up to present day now, but like realistically at this point you have to be asking, is like Raze Bull and MIB are that much better? Is Furia losing a step? Are they saving their their wins for LAN? It seems less likely that they're gonna show up and do better when they're not even topping their own region anymore. At least in my opinion.
Yeah.
So here we are. But moving over into APAC, and this one certainly is another week, another regional win for one of Kinotrope or TSM, and in this case, our teams making the top 8 through the upper bracket are Nagatomo Ninjas, Kinotrope, 3 Cats, and TSM. And through lowers, we have Sigma Wolf Gaming, Jungle Juicers, Northstar, and TSM able to take down Nagatomo Ninjas 4-1, and Kinotrope takes down Northstar 4-1. And in your grand finals for not only a trip to Paris, but also a trip to the World Championships, we have TSM taking down Kinotrope 4-2. TSM gets it done. They secure Paris and Worlds. They dropped 1 game in the semifinals to Nagatomo Ninjas and 2 games in the finals to Kinotrope, and that is it. Perfect Swiss, perfect group stage, almost a perfect event. So congratulations to TSM. And what are your thoughts on TSM and SSA here, or APAC as a whole?
Definitely made it interesting. Obviously, TSM not getting the full perfect sweep for the region, but they did. They won when it mattered. And that was all they really needed to do. They show up, they prove that they're still APAC's #1 seed, and we'll see what they can do in Paris. I wouldn't say the chances are that great, but they're also not that bad. So
3 teams get out of groups. Although
did they win?
Their group is real tough.
I was like, did they win at all in Boston? I think they won 0-3, right?
Yes.
They win 0-3, yes. They got very close to winning, I think, 1 series, but they did not win one.
Yeah, I mean, it's another minor region, so As fun as they are, as cool as like Sphinx's shots are, like that boy pre-jumps everything. I think he actually posted on Twitter like some of the, like the comms from like some of their like better shots in all of their opens, and obviously they're all cool, but it's also so many clips of him just screaming at the top of his lungs as soon as he hits a clip. One of them being that psycho pass double or
The
whatever.
double psycho, yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah. So like he posted all that stuff, so that was pretty cool to see on the other side of it. Yeah. So obviously he's a fan favorite. Everyone roots for him, but probably gonna go as expected. Probably not gonna go splendid. But congrats to them for winning APAC. That's obviously a huge win for them because being the representation is awesome. Probably I obviously am never gonna experience that, but I could imagine it would be. It's pretty cool.
Until you hear their group, and their group is Twisted Minds, Ninjas in Pajamas, Shopify Rebellion, and TSM. Tough.
Yeah, there's not a weak team there.
That might be the weak team.
Well.
Might be. I said might be.
No.
It could be Shopify.
They're going against the first killer. They're going against the first killer. We saw what happened on that second lane last year.
First killer struggles against Sam, not APAC.
Well, it takes as an underdog.
No, OCE.
Who's on that team?
Yeah, OCE too, I guess. OCE and Sam.
Guess what? I have great news for them.
First killer also struggles against Sunday too, but here we are.
Where is it? Catalysm, Sphinx, Kevin. None of them are from any of those territories. Never mind.
But congratulations to TSM and good luck. Just good luck. That's all I got. That's what I got. And then last but certainly not least, moving over into EU, we have making the top 8 through the upper bracket. We have Gentle Mates. Whoa. Vitality, Novo, NIP, KDOP, and then through the lower bracket we have KDOP Corp, Gritty Goose, Carmine Core, and GHT. So before we continue on with the playoff bracket, we have to talk about just the chaos that happened in groups for that 5th spot. First of all, Seiko has been a phenomenal addition for Man City, but oh my god, they didn't make it easy for themselves. All they had to do was make bracket. And Man City and KDOP Corp, or Man City and Seiko get reverse swept, or no, they are denied a reverse sweep of Novo to drop them into the lower bracket. They then get reverse swept by GHT.
Don't forget as well, they denied a reverse sweep against them in the first round against WIP.
Yep.
So insane.
Close out your damn series.
Insane circumstances. Which, now that we look at it, that loss to Novo actually isn't that bad on paper anymore because, we'll talk about it here, but Novo
looks good.
LCQ team? Question mark?
Yes.
Oh my god. They found a new meta. They found such a new meta that Johnny Boy made a video on it.
Yeah, I mean, so for people who are unaware, Novo made a roster change before this event. They forfeited all of their RLCS points, and they almost did the damn thing. So we'll go through the rest of the playoff bracket. We'll talk about, so coming into the event, after Man City loses, they have a pinky finger holding on to their Paris major spot. Novo needed a
win it all. They had to win it all.
They had to win it all to take their spot.
That was a tiebreaker. No, that was a tiebreaker if they win it all.
You're right. KDOP Corp needed a top 4 to take over the spot, and Gritty Goose needed a top 2. So moving into our bracket, our Man City less bracket, right? KDOP Corp sweeps Gritty Goose. Perfect. If you're a Man City fan, Gritty Goose is out of the way. Carmine Core beats GHT as expected, and then Mates take down Vitality in the upper bracket in 5, and Novo takes down NIP in 5. And they looked amazing. Moving into our lower bracket, Vitality sweeps KDOP Corp, and there's another sigh of relief for Man City fans. And Ninjas in Pajamas take down Carmine Core in 7, winning. After going down 2-0, they come back and they win 4 of the next 5. And then Team Vitality is able to take down Novo in 7, After going down 3-1, they won the last three, including one 8-1 game. And Gentlemates are able to take down Ninjas in Pajamas in 7. And moving into our grand finals, we have Vitality taking down Gentlemates 4-2. So Vitality looked good. Novo looked amazing. I think had Novo run into anybody that wasn't Vitality, of that Mates or Ninjas in Pajamas again, I think they make a grand final here.
Yeah, I mean, Novo was pulling out all the stops genuinely. And if you didn't get to watch their games, would highly recommend it, because when I say they brought out a new meta, it's gonna sound a little weird. All it what is just excessive back passes, and I can't even say excessive.
That was GHT.
Oh, sorry, that was GHT with the back passes, but no, but like I generally when they played against Ninja Pajamas, to point out, they made the highly aggressive offensive Ninjas in Pajamas team look like they had no idea how to play offense. It was insane. I don't know what exactly they changed up, but that roster found something that worked for them, and they carried it to the point where they almost upset Vitality. Realistically, should have upset Vitality, but one issue: Vitality has Zen, and Zen always answers the call. But I mean, a fantastic regional for them. Excited to see them compete in LCQ. Ninjas in Pajamas, I guess they have what it takes against Carmine Corps in Game 7. I think they're currently 75% win rate in Game 7 against Carmine Corps, which is wild that you've had that many Game 7s against Carmine Corps, but they've been doing great there. Gentlemate's still looking for him. I think Vitality just kind of got that number today, that day, just had the momentum, especially coming off of such a crazy Novo series. Carmine Corps, again, we keep talking about Carmine Corps and how they look, they're starting to show that they're mortal, but it again, it's weird. I don't feel like they should be struggling this much. And I say struggling, you're losing close series against NIP, Vitality, these teams, but it's not a good form to have going into major, especially against in the group that you got placed in. So, a little concern there for the French fans. Let's not. I do want to circle back here a bit. GK Esports. How did it get worse? How? I understood you needed a miracle to even have a chance at making Paris, but how did it get worse?
They got swept twice.
There's hell.
0-2,
there's
0-6
Earth
out.
There's all these cores of hell, and then there's wherever the hell GK is, all down below that.
Well, generally,
the bar was a tripping hazard, and they managed to fall.
The bar was buried, and they dug underneath it. I mean, genuinely, it was impressive to watch, because it's APAC, Joy, these are names that we have known for years that have been top players in their region that genuinely looked terrible.
Maybe if they had gotten rid of APAC instead of Seiko, they'd have been.
Yeah, maybe if they tuned into the Boost Over Ball post Boston episode, they'd know what the fuck they should be doing, because clearly they don't. And they lost. Not only did they lose him, they lost a coach in the process that they had to fire for listening to.
That tweet situation was wild. And there's some great memes came after it as well. But I mean, GK, good lord, I don't know what I don't think that team should stick together going to LCQ. That's just me. I feel like we've hit the point where we just need to yeah. But I feel like, I mean, I'd be curious your guys' takes on this, but I feel like you've reached the point where you have to just blow the roster up and try something else, or if GK drops everybody and finds some team to sign. Go get a K-Dop core, go get a GHT, something else.
I have a thought experiment here, and this is why I put this in here. I'm going to ask both of you the same questions. We're going into LCQ, and for this hypothetical, thought experiment, the rosters are as is. Okay. The current teams as they're currently constructed. Are you taking K-Dop Corp or GK?
K-Dop Corp.
K-Dop Corp, not even close.
Easily taking K-Dop Corp.
There is, out of all the 16 teams that made it, there's only 5 I'd take GK over.
Novo or GK?
In current form? Novo.
Yep.
Yes,
Novo.
Absolutely. Current form? Novo. 100%.
Gritty Goose or GK?
GK.
God.
Gritty Goose did put up some good fights. Whatever Bibaba he's been putting up. He's insane. Whoever Bibaba is, this
Yeah.
guy's nuts.
I mean, I gotta look at it this way. GK got swept by Whip Esports, and that Whip Esports team then got swept by Gritty Goose. So transitive property, I'm going Gritty Goose.
Okay. GHT.
GK.
I feel like I have to go GK on that one.
Okay. Then Whip.
I mean, the
Whip.
proof is in the pudding. I guess I'm going Whip.
Well, we are talking LCQ, so the pressure on LCQ is a lot more different than this past weekend where they knew they were cooked.
GK without pressure was not good. With pressure, they were even worse.
True.
And
Cannot
then
argue that.
last but not least is Synergy.
GK.
Yeah, GK.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
wait. Harmonix LFT. Never mind. GK.
Yeah. So we said definitively Gritty Goose. We said K-Dop Corp. We said Novo
And
Yeah.
Whip.
and Whip. That's 4 teams that are already that we've taken over GK, right? And like we haven't even gotten into the fact that I'm sure like a BSK, a Synergy, a Toad in the Hole, Caligaris, Cloud Esports, like those teams are gonna mix up Magnifico, right? Say what you will, but potentially Magnifico or GK, that roster being Atomic, Fusion, and a Chronic. I think they've already split up, but
Magnifico did?
I think so.
I was gonna honestly say that's my first picks for someone to replace Tempo is either Atomic or Eugen. It's like one or the other.
Yeah, I think a Chronic said that he was LFT.
Or you just replace AppJack and rip the band-aid off.
I mean, Jordy's is your team streamer though.
That's why you
like-
gotta rip the band-aid off. It's not just ripping them, it's ripping the band-aid and possibly the limb off.
Taking the whole amputation at this
It's like
point.
$300,
It might be.
cutting your own arm off. But
But something's got to change for GK. At least
100%.
a player, if not the whole roster. Like something is not working, and no matter how hard we're like, oh, just some chemistry and some team spirit will fix it. It's not fixing it. This isn't Disney.
yeah,
I think Joyo's limitation is he's really great on LAN specifically. I think he's built for the LAN environment. I don't think he's built for the online play.
It's like it doesn't matter if we can't get Joy on land.
You can't get to the lane is the main problem, and unfortunately, AppJack and definitely Tempo are not the supporting cast you need to be making a LAN. Joyo can't take you that far. And picking up Fairy Peak was cool. It was fun. Everyone thought, wow, this could be interesting. Complete opposite.
I mean, Joyo is, and I hate saying this because like you have to be at least pretty decent to get there most cases, but Joyo is a LAN performer. Always has been, always will continue to be so, in my opinion. He struggles a little bit more so online.
How much you said?
Man, like, yeah,
Yeah,
but like
you did
that's
say
what you
that.
said. Joyo can't take you there, but it's like
No.
you want to have a player like Joyo on your team when you get to the LAN, but you have to surround him with players that are capable of getting him to the LAN, and they didn't do it.
Prime example. Worlds at the last Dickies. Oxygen didn't even make the damn thing. And they still
But they
somehow got
did.
pulled there and beat Vitality. They still somehow made, I think they made top 6. They
Yeah.
still somehow got put into it through some complications in Mina. And Joyo did Joyo things with Archie. And who was the third? Was it Oski?
Yes, Oski, Archie, Joyo.
And they somehow made a top 6. Like that doesn't tell you that. I think Archie also was one hell of a LAN performer, but Joyo,
And that was with him not even playing the damn game.
Yeah, that was Archie 2 past 2.
Yeah. But anything else any of you guys want to add about Sam, APAC, or EU before we talk about some EAC?
I don't think so. I think it's
Um,
gonna be interesting. Paris is gonna be very, very interesting.
Very telling, I would say.
I was gonna say a little early, but Man City, as much as I love Seiko and I glaze, it seems like they struggle the most against teams with a name. like notable teams. And like last bracket, they obviously dominated their way to like top 4, I believe they made top 4, top 6, or but they didn't beat anyone of note. And up until then, once they finally, I think they ran into, was it Nip? I think it was Nip they ran into, and they got dominated. And then obviously this bracket one has a big.
They ran into Mates.
Yeah, that's who it was.
But I mean, I still like them to come out of their group. Have you seen their group?
That was my question. Do we think they have a chance at making it out of their group?
Oh, they should make it out of their group because 5 Fears is in their group.
Oh, true. I did not know that.
I was gonna say, if they don't make it out of their group, you need to fire everyone into the sun
Immediately.
So I mean, I like, and again, we're stealing content from ourselves, but we talk about it later. I mean, I think there's a real possibility that Furia don't make it out of their group.
Yes, I agree that I was looking at the groups, and that is like there is a good chance that Furia does not make it out of their group.
I mean, in my eyes, looking at every group, I think that there's one team that I'm like, yep, I don't think they're making it.
Yeah, like especially R8's current form, they should beat Furia,
but
Mace should beat them easy. SSG in current form should beat them easy.
Yeah, but we're stealing from ourselves. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that.
I would say if you're a Power fan, you love the group you just saw. Got that wildcard.
Power?
Yes.
If you're a Power fan, because wildcard need they need to make it
out. Either need to just get absolutely demolished, or they need to like go top 8. Because if you go anything in between, then Power loses their spot.
Yeah. So, but here we are. We good to talk about Easy now. In not wanting to steal content from our future selves, making it harder because we still have 2 weeks to fill in of content before the major.
The break we have before Worlds is gonna kill us.
But we got 1s and 2s.
At least we got 1s and 2s.
And EWC.
True. This is true. Also, what was it? The FIFA E started for Europe, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
qualifiers and stuff. But there's a lot of notable players who are not playing.
Mm-hmm.
But
content for next week.
Yep. Here we are. So Easy Anti-Cheat went live April 28th. So Easy Anti-Cheat is now officially in Rocket League. It works in the background to help keep matches fair and competitive. Steam Deck and Linux are also supported. Third-party mods won't run with EAC enabled, but players can still use them while training or free playing in offline or LAN matches. EAC works in the background using advanced behavioral analysis and proactive detection techniques to prevent cheating and botting. It also flags repeat offenders and ban evaders. If EAC spots a violation mid-match, it will cancel the match without any impact on your MMR. It also gets smarter over time using both player reports and its own findings to catch new cheating tactics. In addition to adding EAC, Rocket League is also has other player protections. Ban waves for bots are now more frequent, and a new bot detection method that's significantly more accurate will be shipping this quarter. For smurfing and account selling, we'll continue to remove competitive rewards from offending accounts to de-incentivize both. So, Easy Anti-Cheat is here. And again, like, we're in a situation where show me a 10-foot wall, I'll show you a 12-foot ladder, right? And then, you make a 12-foot ladder, and then someone makes a 12-foot wall, and somebody makes a bigger ladder, so on and so forth. But this certainly seems like it's had the intended effect so far. Lots of streamers and pro players. Coconut has been very vocal. He said that I played 1s today on stream. That's the first time I've been able to play in 6 months. I didn't run into only actual players. I went up in MMR. It was actually an enjoyable experience. So that is exciting for that. In addition to the implementation of Easy Anti-Cheat, because it costs like 6 figures to 7 figures to run a full update of all of the Rocket League systems when you do them. So, it's important to do multiple things at the same time. They also added some new features, that being default blue and orange colors in free play. It's not just all white. There's fine-tuning settings for the flip reset indicator. The following are now available in the drop-down menu. You can have it fully on. You can have it off. You can have audio only or visual only. The flip resets are now trackable in the career stats page. The car and ball must both be in the air for it to count. and you have the ability to hide the default in-game HUD via the interface app, allowing for custom broadcast overlays. Overlays like Barrel still work, and the stats API is now visible without the need for Bacchus mod, and that is a big one for people who are trying to pull stats or use ball chasing integrations into their own systems. So before we talk about Bacchus mod, what do you guys think about EAC? What do you think about the implementation in general? And then after we talk about Bacchus mod, we'll talk about the trade-off. Quili, you've played a couple games. Any thoughts?
I'm in bot lobbies as it is. Like bot lobbies, and like we're so bad that we're bots. So I feel like this isn't really affecting me at my level because the bots are there to get their accounts up to like SSL and stuff, and so this is honestly the only thing that's changed in my life is that I can't use Bacchus mod anymore, and I don't have Alpha Boost, and that is, honestly, so this made my life worse. So for betterment of life, I'm not feeling it, but no, obviously it's better for the game if streamers can play the game. The game can continue to grow, and also pro players can actually practice. Crazy thought.
Outside of just like scrims.
Yeah, because literally the only thing they can do is set up scrims with other pros, and that's it. And they're not getting MMR. They're not gaining like anything from it other than just playing against people. So I think in terms of everyone quality of life, I think it should hopefully be better, at least short term, because I already know those weasels are already trying to find all their nooks and crannies into cheating or finding ways around easy anti-cheat. I think there was a complaint in it, like the way they put it in was so lazy and like not actually properly put in that there is still some workarounds or ways around it. So obviously it's still got some time to grow. This is the first step though. One small step for man, one giant leap for rocket kind. So we can hope that long term at least give us some peace of mind. At least make it like one in, or at least like 18 out of 20 games are playable in a row, as opposed to where every single streamer is complaining that every lobby they were in was botting or DDoSing.
Yeah, and the fact that they can cancel matches mid game, not lose MMR, and just like ban them from there, that is a big step.
I will say if I'm up 6-2 and they do that and I don't get plus 9 MMR, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm pissed.
If you're up 6-2 against someone who's botting or DDoSing, you probably weren't playing someone who's botting or DDoSing.
That's probably not a bot.
Yeah.
Sorry, Quili. I hate to break it to you.
Let me dream. There's like the shitty bots.
Usually the people who are doing it are not good at the game, right? So if you're getting DDoS, which I have before, they're like terrible at the game. So
this is true. This is very true.
But on to kind of the sad side of this coin, and that is Bacchus mod. So it says in the same post, and we can link the post about easy anti-cheat. It says community mods will not run when EAC is enabled. To account for this, we're bringing several of the features those mods pioneered directly into games like MMR display, custom training randomization, and free play team colors. This work builds on the foundation laid by our community modders, so thank you to Bacchus and all of the Bacchus mod plugin volunteer developers who have shaped how people play. If you choose to turn EAC off, you can still run third-party mods while training, playing offline, and LAN matches, and viewing replays with custom video editing tools. Steam Workshop maps are playable with or without EAC, but you'll want it off if you run the mods off on top of that content. However, after the announcement of EAC, Bacchus and the Bacchus mod official Twitter account posted this. With that being said, I've made the decision to stop actively updating the mod. The introduction of EAC feels like the right time to bring things to a close. Both I and the team of core contributors who have helped over the years have moved on from the game, and while we've kept things running, the passion and drive to properly support the project just aren't there anymore. That means Bacchus mod will not work on game versions released on April 28th and later. Older versions of the mod for previous Rocket League versions will remain available on GitHub for those who are interested. So Bacchus mod is effectively dying. They will not be updating it to continue to patch it moving forward. So even offline, you will not be able to utilize the features of Bacchus mod in newer versions of the game. So, that's tough, especially for non-Steam Workshop, for non-Steam players, because they can't use the Steam Workshop for custom maps. And there's, a lot of content creators are worried about the ability to do cinematics for videos or for, anything like that moving forward. So surely there has to be something in the works for custom maps or broadcasting, because we have the Paris Major coming up. You may have more eyes on your esport than ever before with it being in Paris. Like, now would be a terrible time for them to not have top-notch graphics and broadcast ability. So, Quili, I know that you used Alpha Console to give yourself Alpha Boost, but what are your thoughts on Bacchus Mod dying?
Yeah, I mean, Alpha Boost is like literally the main thing I use it for, and also just for resetting the ball in front of me when I was in free play. So those are the only main two things, and obviously seeing ranks in matches. I think that was a more beneficial thing because I know they said they added it, but during games I don't see anyone's MMR.
It 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 broke with the update.
Yeah, is what I'm saying. I've never been. Even before the update, I was never able to see it. So
You can see it after the match only. I think it was to
yeah,
prevent tilting.
I want to be tilted. I want to know who I'm going against, so I could just forfeit mentally immediately.
Fair.
That's just more sarcasm than anything. But yeah, no. That's the main thing is that like I have to get used to the new boost sound, which is a very big first world problem more than anything. So there's not really much to complain about there. But yeah, I think the free play stuff, like with the resetting the ball or like passing it for me, I feel that was more helpful, like with training and like practicing. So losing that type of stuff sucks a little bit, but
They have implemented that into normal custom training. It's just different
yeah,
buttons.
yeah, I gotta figure out all that. I just want to know my D-pad. I just want to have the D-pad buttons. Should easily remap things, but can't have it all. It sucks. Bacchus has been like is like such a tandem with Rocket League. It's become synonymous. And obviously the people behind or the guy behind it, it's put so much blood, sweat, and tears into it, and to have it just like ripped from him kind of sucks. But even the fact that like RLCS uses it, like as we were mentioning, like with the broadcast and stuff, like
Yeah, rip the progressive ball.
yeah, it was literally such an integral part of Rocket League. But I believe you did say it still works on lane matches, so I think they'll probably still be using it.
They'd have to get the stuff from GitHub from him to patch it through to the newer version.
Yeah, well, hopefully, they do have a lot of people on their thing, maybe working on things, and then maybe a possibility they could do, but we know how fast they operate on things, so maybe not. But yeah, no, rest in peace, Bacchus Mod. You is one of the sad old yellers. We do not want to old yeller her, but she was ripped from us. Gone but never forgotten.
But, it, at least in my eyes, right? Like, if this ends up being not the perfect solution, right? Because I don't think anything would ever be the perfect solution. But if this ends up cutting down on botting, so like it's 1 out of every 10 matches for the pro players and content creators who are dealing with this, if that's what if that's what it brings it down to, I think this is a great success.
Great success.
If it ends up not being the solution and the botting is still the issue, then you've also you've not only killed trading, but you've also killed Bacchus Mod. Right, so like then you're gonna alienate even more of the community from being able to use tools that has helped like a ton of quality of life and made their life easier. So it's gonna certainly be interesting to see what happens with this. I think that we're gonna have to really feel it out. It certainly seems like the beginnings have been positive, but also like again I mentioned earlier, show me a 10-foot wall, I'll show you a 12-foot ladder. I'm sure there will be workarounds. We've already seen some posts from before that had potential workarounds, and so I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing a little bit more botting, but hopefully the fact that EAC, will learn and is smart and will get better over time, and the ban waves will be more frequent. Hopefully that will help deter a lot of the issues that they had previously. So, but we will have
Is
to
that
wait.
is that the new copy pasta? Bring back trading and Bacchus Mod?
I don't know, but it was weird because like I saw a bunch of people, like a bunch of pro players tweeting on the 28th, like is like, okay, now like is trading coming back? Like bring back trading. And I was like, that is this just like in response to like them taking something else from the game? Like I don't understand. It's like,
Give us what we want.
yeah. So, oh well, we will have to wait and see. But Anything else that you guys wanted to talk about the easy anti-cheat before we do our Quili question?
I'm all good.
Okay,
Good here. Can't really
Quili,
comment on it. I don't play anymore.
fair.
Da dee da da dee da da dee da 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 dee
Oh,
da
no.
da dee da 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 dee da da dee da.
Oh, he's got 8
da,
badges.
Da 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 dee da. I did it. Don't ask about delete 4. Da 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 dee da da dee da. I have 8 badges. Mission accomplished. We took out the 2 last badges. Did I skip all the trainers and not level up my Pokemon properly to the fact that I cannot beat the Elite 4 right now? Yes. But I got 8 badges, and that's a win. It's a small win, one small step for man. Goddamn, do I have a one giant leap ahead of me? I got folded by the first one almost immediately. Charizard went out. What's the big seal one?
Seal.
Is that the? I know there's seal, and then there's the evolution of seal. He folded my ass. He folded Charizard. Charizard's pretty much all I got. After Charizard, it's ass, and he got folded
Dugong.
almost. Dugong, that's who it is.
Oh yeah, Dugong, yeah.
Folded Charizard immediately. Packed me up, sent me shipping. So yeah, I'm unfortunately now in a part where if I am going to beat
Dugong
the Elite
is
Four,
a water ice type against your fire type. No wonder it rolled you.
yeah,
Yeah. It was like that's
packed me up, smoked me, threw me out the window. Didn't even second. Yeah, I didn't. I'm kind of beat because I will say my starting 6. I can switch it now that I'm here. But I'm looking at a Charizard, Jolteon, Snorlax, Dodrio, Hitmonchan, and Gyarados. I'm gonna need to figure out the sweat metas to work around. I don't want to like fully be like, what's the best one, and then just use that because that just feels cheap. I'm gonna beat him on my terms.
Do the OG strat and just get your Pokemon to level 100 and just
Farm
sweep
'em.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you use the Jolteon against the
yeah. I just have not leveled up my Jolteon because like I said, when I went through the last 2 gyms, not only did I not one of them, I think it was the 8th one, you got to like just do quizzes and not fight any of the trainers. Like you just
Yeah.
answer one question and it lets you
Oh,
skip
yeah.
it. So instead of getting any XP for any of my Pokemon, I would just straight up skip everything. I would and yeah, so now my Charizard just sitting at 55 and I think my next highest is like 35. And I think the Dugong was already like a level 48. So yeah, he got packed up and everyone else is going to get packed up. So I didn't even bother. I just turned the console off right there. So I'm either going to need to grind Charizard to the moon or I'm going to need to evenly progress a solid 6. So we're going to have to figure out that. But we have 55 Pokemon and 8 badges now. We have progressed the game more from the last time at 6. So progress was made.
big
Not
wins.
there
Big
yet.
wins.
Job not finished. Job not finished. But in terms of a Quilly question, you'd think I used this time wisely to think of one,
Eh.
but I did not. So the question is, what's your favorite Star Wars ship?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is gonna sound horrible. This is gonna sound
Any
horribly
ship,
basic.
or are we
It could be.
talking, like,
It could be any.
like single person ship?
Anyone that your little heart desires. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna sound like a horrible pick, but mine is a TIE Fighter. I fell in love with
I
that
mean,
as a
okay,
kid.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
I fell in love with that as a kid. That thing was beautiful, and the noises it makes, beautiful. I played Lego Star Wars, and I would just stare at the TIE Fighters.
This is tough. Oh, I have so many I want to pick. Oh God, what was that one called?
You have a computer in front of you.
I'm looking it up.
I kind of liked the one that Kenobi flew in Star Wars Clone Wars, the one that has like it docks into the lightspeed ring or hyperspace ring rather.
That would be Delta 7.
Yes.
The red one?
Yes.
Oh, what's the oh God, I can't even think of the name of it. It's the one it's the ship Anakin Skywalker uses when they board General Grievous' ship.
The yellow and red one?
Yes, the yellow one. Yes. I can't remember what that's called.
I'm looking at a
What
picture of it right now. It's not telling me
ship
the name of it.
did
Me
NA
too.
Fly? when boarding. Was it Revenge of the Sith? Right?
I
Or no,
think
Yeah.
so.
what-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, it was the ETA 2 is what it's called. The ETA 2 Actus Class Interceptor. Loved that ship. Purely because Lego Star Wars. That
Mhm.
ship was goated.
Mhm. That was the only time being yellow was win was when
But-
Anakin was manning that.
Yeah, but no, like that that space scene for some reason, I don't know why, scratched the best itch in the back of my head when watching that movie. That was like one of the best like space scenes in my opinion.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend are we slowed down so much on watching. I think we've watched 4, 5, 6, and we've watched 1. So we're gonna be
Oof.
getting into 2 and 3. So we're gonna
Oof.
she's gonna be unknowingly be seeing peak, but also not recognizing that it is peak.
Yeah.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, I had to look her in the eye every 2 seconds during Phantom Menace and be like, "You hearing this song? This is peak." Duel of Fates, like, come on, that's just the most goated song of all time.
Yeah. That's a good question though. Not Rocket League related, but that was a good question.
Most of them are. I try not to make it Rocket League related, you know. Try and expand the horizons.
Yeah, true.
We've asked Pokemon, we've asked burger spots, we've asked chicken spots.
Shout out Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken sucks though. I don't know why they love it so much. It sucks. I had it once and it was the worst chicken experience I've ever had. It was so bad. I don't know why.
That's why I had
think
to
it's
say
'cause-
that. I knew it triggered you.
I think it's because British people don't have flavor over there other than beans and toast. But it sucks so bad. At least Archie said Shake Shack. Archie likes Shake Shack. At least one of them said something other than. Then as soon as
No,
you
no,
said
no.
Dave's Hot Chicken, they're
Fiverr
like,
said B-dubs.
Was it, dude? The fact that none of them
Was
said
it?
Wingstop was, I was like, come on.
No, no, no. That is what he said. That's what
Okay,
Fiverr said.
okay,
Wingstop, but he said
Wingstop,
the
and then we're
garlic.
like, we're
the
like,
garlic
oh, we're like,
parm.
oh, we're
Yeah,
like, everyone says
yeah.
Dave's Hot Chicken is like, oh, that's a great shout. I can't do
Said
Australia.
They love Dave's Hot Chicken. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Maybe it's the specific Dave's Hot Chicken that you get at Dickies. I don't know.
I guess.
Something. And also saying that with a Raising Cane's right next door to the Boston Arena. Come on. That pissed me off. I hate Dave's Hot Chicken.
Cane's needs to diversify. They need to get more sauces than just the cane sauce.
That's all they need.
But the problem
Well-
is I don't think they'll ever.
No, they
I'll
won't.
bath
They-
it.
they
I'll
won't-
bathe in it.
Well,
I'll
they'll
bathe
never,
in some
they'll never
cane
do it,
sauce.
but also it's like it's like a loss for them because it's like they'll never do better than the cane sauce probably.
I mean,
in
just
my
give me like a
opinion.
barbecue sauce. It doesn't even have to be theirs. I don't care.
There's
mean,
like 20
cane
million
sauce-
sauces.
I think cane sauce is unfortunately like their entire selling point. You're going there for the
Yeah.
cane sauce.
Yeah, you're not really going there for the chicken or. I mean, you might go there for the Texas toast. Low key, the
Oh.
Texas toast is pretty good.
Texas toast is bomb.
You know what they don't go there for?
The coleslaw.
The goddamn coleslaw. Ain't normal human being is eating coleslaw from Raising Cane's.
I've never eaten coleslaw in my life, and I'm not changing that.
That too. Same.
It could be Cane's.
Disgusting.
It could be Danes. It could be Helene's. I don't know. I don't care whose it is. I'm not eating your coleslaw.
But that seems as good a time as any to wrap things up for today. Huge shout out to Alyssa B and to all of our Patreon supporters for keeping the lights on. For those watching live on Twitch or listening later, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, like, share the show, tell a friend, help us level up. Want to join our community, jump into our Discord, follow us on socials, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, LinkedIn. If you want to rep the show and grab some gear from our merch store, check out our website, boostoverball.com. Thanks for listening, and as always, remember to choose Boost over Ball. See ya.